Did it go live yet? Is it up? Is this working? I don't know if this is working or not. My computer's freaking out. I don't think this is working. Oh God. There we go. My stupid Yeti mic took over my speakers. It's also super loud. So, welcome to the show. This is a brand new show, which I don't even think I'm ever going to do again. Well, I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'll ever be a live show again. But I figured I'd try this since I'm, streaming every single day at 1, which is already killing me. It's already awful. I wish I didn't do it. I wish I did it like either earlier in the morning or like at night instead. I might change it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably change something on like Monday or Tuesday. I'll probably change it Tuesday. I'll do a full week at 1 o'clock and then we'll go from there. So yeah, let's send the link out to everybody here really quick. And then we will start the discussion, which isn't really a discussion because no one's going to watch this, but you know what I mean. There we go. Okay. So, this is a news show. It's where I discuss news that I think you should know about, or that just really irritated me throughout the week. I think the first notes I took were on Tuesday night, so I don't have anything before that. Most of the information I have is just from whatever's trending on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. And then stuff I see on actual news, like on TV or actual news shows online. So here we go. I don't know where to start with. Basically, I'm just going to run through my notes here and tell you the major points, and then I'll give you my opinions on things. There we go. So interesting bit of information. The Queen of England, or wherever, Queen Elizabeth II, Queen Elizabeth II, the Queen Elizabeth Dose, she is now the longest reigning monarch in Britain's history. She passed her great grandmother? I don't know. She passed Queen Victoria's record of 226 days. On Wednesday, I think. Wednesday at like some time at night, which is weird. You would think it'd be during the day that you would become monarch, but time zones and shit, maybe. But yeah, she is now the longest reigning queen in history, which is cool. Oh, in Britain's history, at least. There's probably somebody else, like a Chinese emperor who was like super, I don't know. I wanted to find out how many years that is, but I didn't, so I don't have that information. But 23,226 days is a really, really long time. Like that should have gotten like a countdown somewhere, not Nikki Bella's stupid Divas title reign countdown. Where was the Queen Elizabeth like Bellatron thing? I don't know. I've been watching too much wrestling lately. Another interesting thing, which is kind of super controversial to people, and I mean I understand why, but we'll get into it in a second. In a 42-33 winning vote, the California state Senate lower house, which I guess is where they decide like what the actual state Senate is going to vote on, they approved a right to die bill that would allow doctors to give life-ending medication to terminally ill patients, which in my mind, I'm totally cool with that. If somebody is terminally ill, like they have like super advanced cancer or whatever is going to kill them, and they would rather just die now instead of have you attempt to keep them comfortable until they eventually die, let them die. That's fine. Like people are gonna argue that this is gonna lead to like people trying to cheat the system, like people who want to kill themselves trying to cheat the system to be like, oh yeah, I'm sick, I want to die, kill me. But that's not what this is for. I'm sure that's gonna happen. There was a lady a month or two ago, and I forget exactly where she was from, but she was like 55 or 60, and she was like a nurse, and she dealt with older people who couldn't take care of themselves and stuff like that. She decided that she didn't want to get to a point where she would have to rely on other people to take care of her, because she didn't want to be a burden on her children or like people she worked with or anything like that. So she decided she was going to go and kill herself. And she talked to her family about it, and they discussed that, she led like a really nice life and everything, and she had done everything that she wanted to do, and she didn't want to get to a point where she couldn't do the things she liked to do anymore. So she killed herself, which is weird because she wasn't like sick or anything, and she wasn't like suicidal or depressive or anything. She just didn't want to get old. But good for her, maybe, like in a weird way. But yeah, so that right to die bill will now go to the actual like California State Senate to be voted upon, where most likely it won't get passed. But if it does, cool for California for caring about people. What else we get? This is kind of sad because a person died, but I don't even know why this happened. So a 71-year-old man in Florida was arrested after a fight with another guy escalated into a fatal shooting on Monday outside of a WinnDixie. Now, WinnDixie is a grocery store. I don't know what their argument was, but it couldn't have been that serious to where you needed to shoot a person. You're outside of a place called WinnDixie. How can you be that upset? What is going on in your life that you decide that you're going to be angry enough to shoot and kill another person outside of a place called fucking WinnDixie? I don't understand your logic. That's really all the information I have. I don't know what the argument consisted of. I don't know if he called him a douchebag and the other guy called him an asshole or what happened, but apparently he saw fit to pull out a gun and kill the guy, which is super sad because the guy's dead, but you're 71. What is there for you to argue about outside of a grocery store? I don't know. Movie news, really quick, because to get away from the sad, we go to kind of not sad. Wonder Woman is going to try that sentence again. Wonder Woman, the DC movie, obviously, is going to start filming in November, and it is set for, I believe, a 2017 release. I don't remember when in 2017, but that's when it's going to come out. She's going to be in Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice, and then eventually she'll be in the Justice League movie as well. But in 2017, she's getting her own movie. Gal Gadot, I think is how you say her last name, the lady that's playing her. She seems super excited to be playing the role, so that's good. Jeepers Creepers 3 is happening. I'll let that one sink in for a second. The first one, which had Justin Long in it, was kind of shitty. It's not a great movie, but it's fun to watch, the first time, I guess, and then, subsequent viewings just get worse and worse, and you realize how bad of a movie it actually is. And the second one, which I don't think had anyone recognizable in it, is just a bad movie. It's really dumb. Because instead of it just being the creeper monster guy going after people, it's this school bus full of high school kids on their way to a football game or something. I don't know what the fuck they were going to. The bus breaks down or whatever, and the girl on the bus has some psychic connection to either the Justin Long and his sister character or the monster itself, or I don't know what the fuck. She has visions of the creature, and she knows about it somehow. It's really stupid. But at the end of the second one, they show this farm has the creature's body, and it's just pinned up on a wall, and it wakes up. So the third one's happening. I'm probably gonna go see it because I like dumb things. Also set for, I don't know when that's coming out. I couldn't find a release date or anything. I just saw that it was happening. Also set for 2017 is another Warner Brothers movie. I don't know if it's a DC movie or not. No information about what the movie is, No information about who's going to be in it or what. But Christopher Nolan is doing another movie for Warner Brothers that comes out in 2017. That's all we know. That's all they announced. I don't know why they would say that without any kind of other information, but that's what they're doing. He could be producing it. He could be directing it. I have no idea. But he's doing another one. So cool. I like Christopher Nolan. He's good dude, I guess. He's good at movies. Little technology information for you. If you have an iPhone or an iPod or an Apple Watch, if you have an Apple Watch, iOS 9 is coming out September 16th. They announced this with the new Apple Watch, which the new one will have like its second operating system as well. The new like iPhone models, the 6S and 6S Plus. The iPencil, which is like a stylus, and it's like $200 or something. Actually, I think it's $100. But they have their own stylus now called the iPencil, and I want them to die because of it. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. It's just a stylus. You could get one for like $4 at the store, at any store really. They're super cheap. But yeah, that's Apple has stuff coming out. Also, if you have an iPhone or a cell phone in general, next year Verizon will be field testing their new 5G service, their 5G network. Apparently, it can handle 50 times the throughput of the current 4G LTE network, which sounds extremely fast, but then you have to realize that usually people on their phones are just loading like Facebook and shit. We don't do anything important. We really don't. Like, nothing gets done on cell phones. You don't need that much speed. Calm down, Verizon. Something I found extremely humorous. A satanic group of people in Arkansas has formally petitioned like the committee that runs all the art on like the Capitol grounds in Arkansas to build a Baphomet statue outside the Capitol building, which is like the goat-headed, like typical Satan statue. But what I find interesting about this is in DC and in multiple places around the country, there are statues of like George Washington and other founding fathers who are in like specific Baphomet like stances or poses, and no one bats an eye at it. No one asks like, why is that, or like gets upset about it that their founding father is sitting like Satan. No one questions it. So why not just go the whole 9 yards? And that was a dumb thing to say. It's a movie, isn't it? Why not just go like the rest of the way and just build a Baphomet statue at the Capitol building? No one cares. Why not? No one goes to the Capitol to look at statues anyway. It'll just be another piece of art. You don't have to think that it's gonna represent the Arkansas government or anything. I don't know anything about the Arkansas government. I've never dealt with them. I've never read anything bad about them. Really. So yeah, why not do it? Why petition to do it? Just build it and just like put it there. Just be like, this is art. You can't do anything with this. It's art. Because that's how a lot of people get away with stuff. You should be like, oh, this is art, or this is what's the term that people use when they're like outside naked doing stupid things in like Europe, and they're like, oh, this is art. You can't arrest me. Just say it's that. Oh. What else? John McAfee, who was legitimately insane. He's a crazy dude. If you have a computer, you probably have his virus protection software, the McAfee software. It's good software. It works 99.9% of the time. He is filing papers to run for president of the United States. Now, last I heard, John McAfee wasn't even living in America. He is American, but he wasn't living here. Last I heard, he married some girl in some, I think, South American country, and he was living down there because he thought like somebody in the government was after him, and like the government or the military in the country he was in kept doing like raids on his place and like threatening him and all this shit. But he's legitimately insane. He is a crazy person. And he filed papers to run for president. And from what I hear, he's actually doing it. Like, he's going to start a campaign and everything. This proves how in shambles our government is becoming. John McAfee, who last I heard doesn't even live in America, is running for president of the United States. What the fuck is going on? But speaking of people who are running for president, so by now you've heard of the Iran nuclear deal, right? Basically, in the simplest terms I can put it, we, the United States of America, had a discussion with Iran and the UN and probably a bunch of other countries and said, hey, listen, we don't want Iran to have like major nuclear weapons, because that would probably be a bad thing for everybody. So what we did is we cut a deal with Iran, the UN, probably a bunch of other countries, and said, we will make sure you don't currently have nuclear weapons ready to attack people, because again, that would be a bad thing. And us and the UN, mostly the UN, will keep an eye on whatever nuclear programs you do have to make sure that if anything escalates with Iran and us, or Iran and anybody else, you don't have nuclear weapons ready to fucking destroy the planet. The Iran nuclear deal is a perfectly logical thing. Everything in it makes sense. Everything in it is a good thing. I don't know why you would be against this unless you want to go to war with Iran, which apparently half the Republican Party does. Because the other day, they held a rally, an anti-Iran nuclear deal rally, and they were like, oh, thousands of people are going to come out and support us. It's going to be this big, huge thing. We're going to fight against the Iran nuclear deal, even though the Senate has already come out and be like, yeah, we're in favor of this. Like, we almost don't even need to vote on it, but the votes are happening, and we're going to pass it, and we support it like 100% and all this stuff. The Iran nuclear deal has happened, basically already. It's already in practice. Like, by next week, it'll be a thing. So instead of just acknowledging that something they don't want to happen is happening, like, oh, we're still going to fight against it. We're going to get our supporters to be mad and be angry at the government, even though we are the government. So they held this rally, and like thousands of people are going to come up. Like 200 people showed up. Fucking nobody went to this thing. Most of the only people that went to it are people who already go to these things, no matter what it's for. They're just there to support whatever Republican candidate that they choose to support. So they had Sarah Palin there, they had Donald Trump there, they had Michelle Bachmann, they had Ted Cruz, they had a bunch of these people. They even had the Phil Robertson Duck Dynasty dude. I don't know why he was there. He's not a politician, as far as I know. I hope he isn't. So I don't know why he was asked to be like some sort of representative or whatever. I don't know. He was there. And like I said, I don't know why you would fight this. Like why is us monitoring another country's nuclear program a bad thing? Like would you be holding this rally if it was like China or Russia or North Korea? North Korea has an actual nuclear program. It's not great. They probably have nothing. But, like, this is going to sound dumb, but the G.I. Joe knowing is half the battle, knowing is legitimately half the battle. If we know they have or do not have nuclear weapons that they could potentially use against us or somebody else, it's a good thing to know. Why would you not want this to be a thing? I don't know why you would be against this, unless you want to go to Iran so that you can profit off it. It's like every other war we've had in the last 100 years. Assholes. But, speaking of people who might have nuclear programs, might not like us, Vladimir Putin, who I saw a video, this isn't part of the news, but I saw a video of Putin and some other guy working out, and it was just really funny to see a politician like so serious about trying to get jacked, even though like he's not that dope. It was just funny looking. Please don't kill me. Vladimir Putin confirmed that Russia's involvement in the Syrian civil war, where he confirmed that they are providing military advice and equipment to the Syrian government to fight against everybody who's trying to take down the Syrian government. But he said that direct military intervention by Russia was premature, meaning like he doesn't think he should have gone in as soon as he did. I don't know why, but that's what he said. So maybe good on you, Putin, for understanding a mistake. I don't know. It was just a thing I saw, so I told you about it. It's good to know. Okay, we're almost done. So there was a guy. This one really upsets me because it shows how fucking stupid people can be. There's a guy who was, I don't know his mental state before the story, but he decided that he was going to join ISIS. He was going to leave America and go over there and be like, I'm with you guys now. I want to be a terrible person. But he went to the airport and decided against this, realized that was a bad thing to do because he would be a bad person, and he went home. So, like, good story. He saw the error of his potential ways and was like, no, I'm not going to do this because that would make me an asshole, and I would be doing bad things to people who don't deserve it, and that would not be good. So, he goes home, And now, for even thinking about maybe potentially joining ISIS and being a bad person, he is facing 30 years in prison. 30 years in jail for almost maybe doing something bad that could have led to him doing something bad at some point. Why 30 years? Like, if he had actually committed treason or something, I can understand. But he didn't actually do anything. He thought about doing something and then changed his mind before he even left the country. He didn't even leave the country. He went to the airport and was like, nah, I'm good. I won't be a terrorist. That's a good thing. Technically, he did a good thing. He decided against being a terrorist. He decided against completely hating America. Why are we punishing him as harshly as we are for that? I can see, like, maybe a couple months, some, like, serious probation, like, monitor, like, his social media and shit, and maybe his emails and stuff. I'd be totally okay with that. But you could have him go to, like, other, like, go to other people, go to other places. I don't want to say just mosques, because that would be sort of racist. But you can have him go to mosques and talk to people about, like, don't join ISIS because they're terrible people. Giving him 30 years in jail is just going to give him more reason to hate you. And give him more reason to, like, convince people that the American government is a piece of shit and that they should join ISIS and fight against it and commit acts of terror against people in America. You're doing ISIS's job for them, legitimately. You are giving this person a reason to hate you. What are you doing? Why 30 years in jail? I did a couple months in jail and some probation, like I said, do all that stuff, that's fine. It's understandable. 30 years in prison is not understandable. That's not okay. Give Kim Davis 30 years in jail. Not this guy. I'm not even going to start with Kim Davis on because it's seriously upsetting. But I will let you know that contrary to the internet, Survivor and their label are not suing her for using Eye of the Tiger. The only thing that happened was that the guitarist for Survivor said that he and the band themselves did not give her permission to use the song. The label didn't say anything. No lawsuits have been filed. They're not actually suing her. I want them to, but they're not. He was just mad that she used it. That's all that happened. So, moving from somebody who hated the government to people who are mad at police for killing people, which, if you're going to be mad that police kill people sometimes, that's fine. Be mad. I get it. Like, police shouldn't kill people if there's a viable way to not kill the person. But there are people in Colorado who called 911 and threatened the police, saying that they were tired of police getting away with murdering people and that they were going to take it upon themselves to basically kill the police back. 4 hours after this call, police responded to a normal emergency call and were shot at. If you... Okay, like I said, I understand being mad that police kill people sometimes. It happens. It's a bad thing. Whether it's on purpose or whether it's a mistake, it sucks. But going out and killing police officers because of it isn't how normal people deal with things. It's not how a normal society is supposed to work. You're being an asshole. I don't even know what to say to this. If you want police to be better, become a cop yourself. Go be a police officer and show people that police, like how police should act. You are doing the complete opposite of that by going out and trying to kill cops. You are being a cunt, and I hope they kill you and your family. I'm not even gonna be nice about this. I hope you die. I legitimately hope you die. If you're one of the people that called, threatened the police, or that shooting 4 hours later was related to that call, I hope you die. You should not be on this planet anymore. I legitimately hope that either you try something and a cop kills you just for the irony of it, or you get like serious eye cancer and have to suffer. You're a terrible creature. You're not even a human being. You're a piece of shit. That's all I have to say about this. So, the last thing I'm going to do here before we jump over to Twitch, play some video games and stuff, which I'm going to be playing. What should I play? I'll probably play Destiny. Because I can't stop playing Destiny. I really can't. I'll go check out what Zero has, and then we'll go over to my Hunter class. The last thing I want to mention, just because it's really, really funny to me how much of a stupid bitch she is. Farrah Abraham, who was on like the Teen Mom Show, and then like the like whatever was after that, she did like a porno. She recently said that, not recently, this was probably like a month ago, she said that her daughter, who is 6, was losing her teeth because she's 6, and that's what children do. They lose their baby teeth so that adult teeth can grow in. She said that she saw her daughter sort of upset about her appearance because she lost her teeth, which is kind of dumb, but you're the reason that she takes her appearance so seriously when she's fucking 6. She said that if her daughter wanted, she would pay for plastic surgery so that she would feel better about her appearance. She's 6. You are a dumb cunt. She's a child. Why do you have a child? She also took a picture of the money that she gave her daughter for losing the teeth. It was like $600. Why are you giving your child $600 for losing teeth? I don't understand what the fuck you're doing. Like, your child is gonna be so screwed up that I don't know. Anyway, that's not even the thing I wanted to tell you about. What I wanted to tell you is that Farrah Abraham is on some Big Brother show, or a show like Big Brother. I don't know what it is. I don't watch shows like that. But I saw this headline and I had to read the story because it's really funny. She threatened to kill her housemates, like her like co-people on the show after they stopped her from attacking another woman on the show after they were arguing over a bottle of wine. This woman has a child that she is taking care of and she is raising. And she threatened to kill people after they stopped her from apparently trying to kill another woman over a bottle of wine. You're a dumb cunt. Like, if there's anybody I don't want to say I wanted to die, because that's way too extreme. She doesn't deserve that. I don't think she should be raising a child. I don't think she should be on TV. I don't think she should be a celebrity at all. She definitely shouldn't have the amount of money she has, apparently, to give her child $600 for a fucking tooth. But why? Why do you jump to murder when people stopped you from attacking another person? I don't, like, if you're upset enough to want to attack another person, I understand that. I've been very angry before. I get where you're coming from. Not over a bottle of wine. I actually had some serious shit going on where I wanted to attack a person. But if you're going to get that mad over a bottle of wine, it's fine. You're probably, like, bipolar, or you have explosive, temper, whatever. To go from trying to fight somebody to murdering other people for stopping you from fighting that person, that's a big jump. That should not ever take place. That's not okay. Maybe that's what happened with the 71-year-old dude. He was like, you stopped me from parking closer to the store. I'm gonna fucking shoot you and kill you. What if Farrah Abraham had access to a gun and shot that woman on Big Brother? What if that happened? I don't know. That's all I've got for this week. That's all the headlines that I found interesting. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. If you like this for some reason, I deeply apologize if you watched this all the way through, or if you were here the whole time. I'm going to do this again next week, on Friday, at 1 p.m. Eastern. See you then. For now, you can head over to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/KirkOsteExp. I'm going to play some Destiny for a little while. And then, I don't know, maybe do some other stuff. I'm going to go grab some food before I jump out of Twitch. I'll see you over there. And I'll see you next week for more news. Bye.